long time ago, a group of pilgrims left their old country. They could not live on prairie the way they wanted, so they sailed on a ship across the sea. The ship was the Mayflower.
The Mayflower was big as a church, but it was not big enough. Pilgrims and sailors called together. The children had no room to play. They ate food on the sheep. Day after day, they ate salt, meat, and fish and hard, dry biscuits.
There was not enough water for drinking or washing. The children had to sleep on the hard, cold floor. They slept in the same clothes they wore every day. Their clothes got torn and dirty and smelly.
September 6, 1620, there are 102 people on the Mayflower. 34 of us are children, and I'm one of them. We are going to the New World. I'm a little bit scared.
I'm tired of the ship. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. And whenever there is door, I get seasick. I really need some fresh air. It sticks down here between us. I hate the salt. We have to take baths and wash our hair in salt water. My skin and clothes are itchy. Well, I must give a reach like beer, fish, and shop of biscuits. I had to hold the box of the food and the vegetables, parsnip, and I don't want to go to America. It's scary going to a new place. I'll miss my friends.
September 29th, 1620, we've been at sea now for 24 days. I am tired of eating the same food every day. We can't wash our clothes or take a bath. The Pilgrims did have a lot to complete. About the Mayflower was a cargo ship. There was barely any room for the 102 pilgrims and 30 crew members. During the trip up west, we used the ship to get track, and then there was no one. The boat came to a standstill. Day by day, things got worse. Storms came, the Mayflower rolled and creaked in the stormy sea. The rain shook the ship and shook the pilgrims too.
October 8, 1620, the storm has been blowing for three days now. I've prayed away from my favorite ship and two. Only whenever stop howling and whales in the New World.
We have to take stock the pilgrims say in the land. They have been in Mayflower for 2 months and 3 days.
Yesterday, a baby boy was born. They named him Oceanus because he was born on the Atlantic Ocean. My father said that in America we can make our own laws and we can make more sugar in our own ways. And all the hardships will be ready because we will be free. Do you think the Indian children will be friendly?
The next day they saw land. The children ran up and down the beach, feeling the same wonderful heat. November 9, 1620,
landfill that took us 65 days to reach the New World. I can't wait to get off the ship and walk on Garmin.
Now we can build our homes and the criminals can sell back to England.
But the Pilgrim's troubles were not over. The captains had made an errand in navigation instead of living in Virginia. The Pilgrims found themselves near England.
It was too cold to sail back to England. The crowd planned to stay over until spring.
They are past storms, the wind is blowing strongly, and the land is covered with ice. Many people are ill. We're staying on the ship until our houses are built. But how can we build our houses with so many people sick? Everyone had to stay with the ship. And the person who celebrated was still.
Still on board the ship, the Pilgrims wrote the Mayflower to map the Lost World colony. And when the king read the laws, and the people had to obey them. In America, the Pilgrims made their own laws. Was coming, the Pilgrims had to find a safe place for all of them to live. After looking for a long time, they found a good place to build their house. They named it Plymouth. It took a long time to build Plymouth. In the meantime, they still had to sleep on Mayflower.
The first winter was terrible for the Pilgrims. The snow fell before they could finish building their homes. They could not find enough food in the forest. They were hungry and cold and weak. Two of the Pilgrims got to both die. March 16, 1629. I met an Indian today. His name is Samson. He spoke English. He told us about another Indian named Squanto, who speaks English too. Squanto will help us in any way. The snow began to melt, spring was coming. There was so much work to be done. Every day but Sunday, the pilgrims worked. They worked making houses, they were planting their gardens. The pilgrims and Indians became friends. When a young pilgrim got lost in the woods, it was the Indians who found him.
When the pilgrims learned that another Indian tribe was planning to attack the Wampanoags, they gave them warning.
When the Indian chap got sick, the pilgrims saved his life.
The pilgrims met a good friend who helped them. His name was Elijah.
He taught the pilgrims everything about the land he knew so well. He took them to the rivers and showed them the best ways to catch fish.
He took them to the forest and showed where to hunt deer and turkeys.
He showed them where the wild plants grew, the ones that were good to eat and the ones that were good for making medicine. He showed them the best way to plant corn squash and live with the pilgrims for the rest of his life.
The pilgrim children loved him and followed him everywhere. He taught them stories in Indian words. He taught them how to make traps and how to skin animals. There was no more school that first year, but the pilgrims could read and write gave lessons to the children. The children learned good manners too. At mealtime, good manners meant eating, standing up. Good manners also meant eating with their hats on, not speaking unless their guardian spoke them first.
The pilgrim children learned to work hard, just as hard as the grown-ups.
They had to watch the population of away birds and animals. They had to make the big roasts and turkeys. They sat near the hot fire and turned the stick that turned the roast. That job took most of the day.
Every day they cooked and they served and they helped with the washing and the making of soap and the making of candles.
The pilgrims worked hard that they ever worked before.
I don't know, we got a whole nother season.
But no one wanted to give up and go back, and when the Mayflowers sailed back to England in April, there was not a single pilgrim on board.
By summer, 7 houses were finished. The gardens were bursting with vegetables. The corn was growing tall. Life was getting better as the days passed. The pilgrims were more from the Indians. The pilgrims and the Indians, they followed the cornbread and ate together.
You know what?
There would be plenty when winter came. No one would go hungry. The pilgrims went to set free. October 14, 1621, we have worked hard. Today is the beginning of a great celebration. We are gathering with the Indians today to give thanks for a good harvest and a growing country. We have much to be thankful for.
Let's celebrate with faith peace. Goose duck, vision, vegetables, and cornbread. We can have a contest and play games.
Wow, summer passed quickly. It is now November. We have been left in America. And we have
Who stuck picking vegetables and cornbread? We can have a contest and play games too.
What a great idea, and since the Indians helped to make this possible, we'll invite them too.
Can't rush summer.
And that's just what they did. The first Thanksgiving in America last 3 whole days.
From the forest, the Pilgrims got wild turkey, geese, and ducks. The Indians got 5 deer.
From the water, the Pilgrims got lobsters, clams, oysters, and pots of fish.
From the garden, they gathered cucumbers, carrots, cabbages, turnips, and radishes, onions, and beets. Corn was cooked in many ways. There was popcorn too. There was wild fruit for dessert. Thanksgiving was a time for eating and for sharing. When the Pilgrims came to America, they wanted to be free. They had so much to be thankful for, and so do we.
Great job,